Okay, and then I'm just going to, how do I do this again? No, not very good at this stuff. Is that what I want? There, okay, I just muted you guys, so if you talk, you have to unmute yourself, just for the background noise. Okay, I just came upstairs and my kids have like food everywhere and I'm eating their crumbs. Okay, so tonight I am going to talk to you about marriage. And I'm talking about marriage as in an analogy to Isagenix. I am no master in marriage. But I can tell you, staying in love, whether you're married or whatever type of relationship you're in, you know, if it, say it's a boyfriend you're dating. How many of us are married? All of us. Casey has a serious boyfriend. Okay. All right. So think back when you first met your significant other. Okay. Remember how fun it was? And you were excited to see them. You couldn't wait to go on dates. You talked all the time. You were messaging. Now everyone texts. I don't know what they do. I don't even know if people talk anymore. Now they just text. But you were so excited. Okay. How many of you have been married for more than 5 years? Hands up. Anyone? More than 5 years? Okay. More than 10? More than 15? More than 20? Okay. All right. So as time goes on, things change. It becomes a little bit harder. It's not that you're not in love with that person, but things are harder. You have stress in life, financial stress, kids, your jobs. You change, whether you want to or not. People change. You either can grow apart, you can grow together. What does any of this have to do with Isagenix? Everything. Because when people start this, they're super excited. They can't wait. They love the products. They're obsessed with it. They're vomiting to everybody, diarrhea, so excited about this. They say they want to build this business. And that's that initial butterflies in the stomach. They're so excited. And then life happens. And then there's this reality of there are moments that it's hard. There are moments when things happen that your spouse pisses you off and you start to question what you were thinking. Okay, Isagenix, somebody tells you no. You're like, what? They're telling me no. This is somebody that I love. How dare they tell me no? And you have to work on staying in love. Okay? All those of us in relationships, marriage is always work. It's something that if you don't work on, it will fall apart. Look at the world. What is it? 50-60% of marriages end in divorce. I can see why. You know, people change, life change, there's stresses in life, and if you aren't working on it, you're going to fall apart. That's Isagenix. So how do you stay in love? And how do you stay excited about Isagenix? How do you stay on fire? And a couple things that I just want to say is to stay in love, to stay on fire, whatever it is, you always have to be plugged in. You must be connected, always. You must be on the calls. You must be at events when you can. You have to, or you will lose that fire. Okay, now your marriage. If you are not spending time together, if you are not giving your spouse what they need, are they going to stay? Is that marriage going to keep working? No. This is the same thing. You have to treat it like a marriage. And that may sound like a weird analogy, you guys. But I was like thinking about it and thinking about my marriage, and I was thinking about this, and I'm like, there's so many similarities because you make a commitment. And nowadays it's like, whether it's your commitment with this or your marriage, people treat it like it's a cell phone company. Actually, they should treat it like it's a cell phone company is what I mean. Because if you treated it like it was a cell phone company, you'd be locked into it forever. You're screwed. You have to stay together. But we're not. We have easy outs all the time. All right. People throw in the towel. They give up. They find a different spouse. They find somebody better. That's anything and everything in life. They're not giving what you need. In Isagenix, if you are not plugged in, if you are not on the calls, you are not going to stay fired up. Does anybody disagree with me? Can you agree with me? Okay, those of us that go to events, does it fire you up? You learn so much knowledge. Okay, so when you have somebody brand new, they don't have the belief yet. They don't have the belief in themselves. They don't know if they have the belief in the company. All of these things. So being plugged in is how they start to develop that belief. They have to borrow our belief, your belief, until they have their own belief. But being around this, being plugged in, you get to see people, you get to meet people, you get to share their stories. We get to use other people's stories until we have our own stories. But what I see happen is people feel they should not need to be plugged in or connected or at events until they have business partners, until they've made a few $1,000s. Then, oh, okay, now I will. That's not okay. That you have to do that up front. Okay. And as leaders, we need to tell our people that. That's necessary. Okay. Business owners. Think of a business. If you want to open another business, not Isagenix, whatever you want to open, the average startup cost is $60,000. I think it's way more than that. It depends if you have business equipment, but it's $60,000 for the average business that you start up. Okay. How long do you think it's going to take to eventually even break even with that? Is it going to happen your first year? No. Is it going to happen your second year? Probably not. All right. When you own your own business, you are putting in a lot of money. But somehow we think with this, if we don't see 50 grand within the first 6 months, this ain't worth it. I knew it wouldn't work for me. It works for them. It just doesn't work for me. Because we throw in the towel and we give up, just like people do with marriage. They throw in the towel and they give up. It's a lot of freaking work to be married or have a boyfriend, whatever you choose. Sometimes love is something you have to just choose to do. Sometimes in Isagenix, you have to have days where you just do it and you don't want to do it. And it's not going to always be roses and flowers and perfect, but you keep going. If your belief isn't there, you keep going and borrowing other people's until yours is there. Because if it isn't so strong and so solid, your skin has to become so thick because you're going to be punched in the face. Someone's going to say something to you. It's going to feel like they're just slicing you. If your skin isn't thick, you're going to fall. You're going to get knocked up. Your heels are going to be against the wall. And you are going to start doubting yourself, doubting Isagenix, doubting everything. Sorry, my kids are screaming, getting in trouble. But if you are just completely have that belief, they're going to say it and it's going to bounce off. Right? That's just one person. That's okay. It's not for them right now. But when you start this, do you have that? Can one person on this call raise their hand and tell me that the day they started, within that first week or two, or even 6 months, their skin was so thick no one was going to shake them? Can anyone say that? I can't say that. I questioned, I doubted, I didn't have the belief. I learned and got the belief because I was plugged in constantly. right? If I wasn't on that morning Zoom at 7:30, if something happened that I couldn't be on it, I was listening to that recording for sure. Nobody was sending it to me. I was finding it and listening to it. I was always plugged in. I was always at events. That doesn't make me any better, but I needed that for me. I'm telling you that because I needed to build my belief, and that's what everyone here needs to do, and that's what our people need to do. We need to get our people plugged in. This call, we need more people on. We all need to invite more people to this call. Our morning Zoom with Ray, 7:30 to 7:45. Some mornings, it's not going to work for people. I get it. Some people are already at work. I have mornings where my daughter is having, it's a disaster. It doesn't always work, but you're watching the recording. The majority of the time you're getting on, staying plugged in, getting to the events. So that's how you keep the excitement. Think of your marriage. How do you keep an excitement in marriage? I mean, you gotta work at it, don't you? You gotta schedule dates. You gotta make time for one another. You gotta give them what they need. That's this. It's the same thing. What do you need? No, you're not staying here. Good night. Good night. Same with kids. Sometimes you want to trade them in. You can't. You're committed.
Mom.
No.
Mrs. Westphal, you're. Today she got tripped.
You tripped at school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Music.
Goodbye, Danza. Oh. Okay. What else did I want to say? I know. I was thinking and talking about personal development because I'm reading that book, Think and Grow Rich. Are you guys reading that? Have you read that one? Secrets of the Millionaire Mindset, all those things. Okay. So I think people wait for personal development as well. They hold back on working on personal development till later. That has to start right away too. It just has to start. This is going well. Cool. Too bad. Love you. Okay. And okay, now we talk a lot about what is our why. So what is our vision? So what is your vision? And what is your 5-year vision? What is your 10-year vision? And what does it look like? Where do you live? What does your house look like? What are you driving? What are your kids? What school are they going? All of these things, what is your vision? Because if you're not really creating this vision, how are you going to get to it? Like they say, if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit it every time. So we have to have a clear vision. And what your vision is needs to be your vision. It shouldn't be your vision because don't do it for our company of Isagenix. Don't do it for your upline. Don't do it for our team. What is your vision for you? So if something happened to me and I could not lead these Tuesday calls, what would you do? Do you need me? No, you don't. But you have to have that strong vision that's going to keep going and keep going and keep going. If Del Rey did not do those 7:30 Zooms in the morning, would I stop Isagenix? No, I wouldn't. I'd probably have to step it up a notch because she's what motivates me in the morning. Those calls just set my day. They make me feel good. They get my mind right. So, and if you don't fully believe in your vision, this is going to be really hard. Your feet will be backed against the wall, and I don't know if you'll keep going. And you have to know that for yourself. I have watched so many people say they want to do this, and they're super excited, just like you're super excited to get married. And then they get engaged, and then they plan this wedding, and they plan Isagenix, and they plan and never fully stick with it. When things get a little hard and in marriage gets a little hard, they're out. They disappear. So stay consistent. Stay committed. You have to be plugged in. It's just non-negotiable, or I watch people fizzle. And I can see that. Can't you see that with our team? Do you see that with yourself? How many of you see that when you're not as plugged in, things change? Do you agree? Raise a hand or comment in the thing. Events and plugged in is like counseling. Totally, Mindy. That is our counseling sessions, like marriage counseling. Jenna's vision does not have Dassel in it. And that is perfectly okay, though you have a beautiful place in Dassel. And then lastly, going from this, when I was thinking about things today, I was thinking about duplication. So I feel us that have been on this call have been doing a great job for ourselves, but we're not duplicating. Where are the people? You know what I mean? Like, we have to duplicate. So sometimes I think as leaders, we get very comfortable and aren't doing what we're telling everybody else to do. So we're doing our reach outs, but when someone is interested, ask questions, we add them to the product page. We tag them in a video or an article that relates to them. We immediately start a 3-way Facebook message with either your upline or somebody that would be a great person to relate with them, and you get them on a 3-way call. I couldn't tell you the last time someone's asked me to do it. Well, Casey did. Besides, I haven't done a 3-way call. Like, so is nobody talking to anyone? Oh, April, yes, we did one. Yes, we did one. We did one with you're muted, so I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. I saw you waving. Yes, April, we did one.
Sorry, I didn't want to yes.
But it's huge. Didn't that, okay? It makes such a difference to just have, April, you know your stuff. But it's something about having another person, right? Agree, everybody? It just gives that extra validation.
I agree. Yes, for sure.
And then as soon as, your people decide to sign up, you're sending them that Evernote so they can study it. Their box shows up. In the box is a manual. Have them pull it out. Have them go through that manual. Don't make this something that can't be duplicated, right? And then you get on the phone with them and you go through their box. You answer all their questions. But at that point, if they did their homework, they already have a pretty good idea what's going on. And you still continue to, oh wait, what am I doing? April, I'm sorry, I didn't mute you again. And then you continue to connect them with somebody else. So whether you're connecting them with your upline again, if you have a few people cleansing at the same time, it doesn't matter. But having these small groups to help one another, to support one another is huge. Okay, I started a man a few weeks ago. I can't relate to the guy. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand men's stuff. I had to get him connected to another guy. So that's what I did. Thank God for that. Otherwise, now they chat back and forth. It's great. So we need to be really good at doing that instead of trying to do it all ourselves. Right? And if your upline's busy, use somebody else. We're all here to support each other. But the system is easy. It's simple, right? Add to the product page. Tag them in a video, 3-way message, get on a 3-way call. They sign up. Okay, great. Go through their box, send them the homework, go through their box, figure out when they're cleansing so that you can coach them on their cleanse days. Introduce them to someone that's also cleansing at the same time, or doesn't matter. Just getting them involved in the community and culture, constantly adding value to them, checking back in. Hey, did you see that fun recipe on the page? I'll tag you in it. Whatever you can do. If they don't have an amazing product experience, they're never going to stay around to share. And believe it or not, if we don't start talking about you know what, I can help you get your products for free, they're not going to stay around. I mean, Google diets, do Google nutrition. We all know that we have an amazing company. We have the highest quality products, but people aren't going to stay for a shake. They got to stay for more. They got to be engaged and fall in love with this community and this culture. And yes, have an amazing product experience. So we have to do what can duplicate. So then in our message, I said I had a dream. Now, so this was just a dream. So what is in my head, I'm asking for your help. But I woke up and was just thinking about my dream, and I'm like, okay, 2018. Everybody has their New Year's resolutions. Everything's going to be different in 2018. Whether you guys choose to be on board and do this with me or not, that's your choice. But for myself, I need this for me. Okay? I want a movement where 2018 is completely different. I want 2018 to be the year where women, nothing against men, are saying, no, we are done. We are doing things different. Smash the scale. All right? That scale will not define us anymore. Nutrition is to flood our body, fill in the nutritional gaps. We are not cleansing to fix a bad weekend. We are realistic people. And I just want to start this movement of like, stop the BS, like stop this madness, stop the hating ourselves, stop the damn scale. You know how many people I talk to and myself? And share with me this. If you all in the morning, tomorrow morning, you step on the scale and that number, say in your head, you have a number that you want it to be that you're usually pretty close to, and it's 5 more. Can you look at that number and go, and walk away, and it doesn't enter your mind again? It meant nothing to you. Can you do that? I sure as hell cannot. I think men maybe can. Mindy, you can do that? Share, Mindy, can you do that? You're muted.
There, did that work?
Yep.
Only since Isagenix.
Okay, thank you. That's amazing.
Not before that.
I'm still not there. Like that
Not
dumb
before that.
scale, I don't weigh myself very often. But when I do, it messes with my head. And I want this year to be different. So whether y'all choose to join me on this movement, I'm trying to envision of what I want to do with it. If you have ideas and want to be part of it, please let me know. But I want it to be a year that's just different. I want to F my scale. All right, so I'm the only one that's.
I actually.
I didn't mean that. Oh God!
I use it to kind of. Sorry. I kind of use it just to figure out like how my week is going. Sometimes it motivates me more than it actually inhibits me.
That's awesome. But that's awesome, and that's how it should be. Like
only because of this community. So
that's so cool. How many of you know women that number defines them and lets them run their day? Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you that I jump on a scale and I'm like, hate myself if it's not what it says, but I can tell you it stews in my head. I mean, I don't know. And I just want this to be a year that's different. I feel like we do a great job of having our virtual events and inviting people, and people can start and have amazing results, but I want to reach people in a different way of, it's not just about the weight loss, or I want this to be like a movement of just strong, healthy women that are empowering one another, that are like lifting each other up, helping each other, just all positives. That's what I want. Casey, love this idea. Sweet. Good. Yeah. And I'm doing it for me. Like, this is selfish reasons. I am asking people to join me in this movement because Kristen needs this movement. It's not saying everyone in this world needs this movement and I'm going to be your leader. No, it's saying I'm going to be right alongside every single person that needs this, because this is what I want to happen in my life, and I want to help anyone else that's in that same position to get there. So I don't know what all we want to do with it, but that's what I want to do. I have said I've wanted to do something like this forever, and I've never done it. I've never really even spoke a lot about things that are truly going on in my head, and I want to start sharing. And then, okay, so then we talked about moving on to doing some of these make and takes events. So Alexandria, Andrea and I were just chatting of when could this work, and we can use our golf course for local people. December 11th is when it will be, 6 p.m. So it's actually a Monday night, and I think it would be fun, if we came up with our own little flyer, whatever you wanted, invite people. We're gonna need to have RSVPs, because we're going to need to know how much to buy. And everybody, if we all could just split it, that would be very helpful. Using our golf course, of course, is free, but just to get all the supplies, if we could just all go to Walmart, or too bad we didn't have a Sam's or Costco close here, and just stock up on all that and do the make and take, I think would be super fun. And I was just thinking, because it's December 11th for us locals, it could be really fun to just do some Christmas giveaways too for people that come. Like maybe they donated a food shelf items, I don't know, whatever. If you guys have some good ideas, something like that, some type of donation, and anyone that brings so many things to donate, I don't know how many they'd have to do, 5 cans, something to donate. And if their name went in for a drawing and we gave away some prizes, are you guys good with that? Gave away some Isagenix for Christmas. I think that would be super fun. And I'm not saying you have to donate anything major, or whatever you're comfortable with. If you're just comfortable with a stick of Hydrate, I don't care. But I think it'd be fun to do and give back to others, and just make it fun. And no, people that come to the make and take don't have to be part of Isagenix even. It can be just a great way to get new people in and see what we're all about. We could serve cocktails if you wanted at the golf course. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm open to that. I think it would be fun to have my husband dress up as Santa, but he said I'm going way too far, so that's not happening. Okay, I think that was all. Would that be fun to have him knock on the door? He just doesn't get where I'm going with that. He's like, you've gone crazy. He's not the personality for it anyhow. Okay. Anybody, anything I'm missing? Anybody, anything? Any questions?
Krista, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. You said a quote, and it was, if you aim at nothing, and then I didn't catch the rest.
What now? Say it again. You cut out.
If you aim at nothing, you're going. If you aim at nothing, you're going.
If you aim at nothing, you hit it every time. If you aim at nothing, you hit it every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I had wrote down a book.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Think and Grow Rich. Oh my God, my dog now. It's not my kids, it's my dog. Think and Grow Rich. If you have not read that book, you have to read it. You have to read Think and Grow Rich. NYKO Andrea. I know. Tell Miller or bring him to Dad. Okay. NYKO. Yes. Who is going? Who's coming to my house December 16th for sure? I have to know for that lady because I have to get codes to do this test. Okay, NYKO. Who can you just, if you're going, will you just say yes so we know for sure? Rachel, me. Okay. Wessel, you are. Amanda, are you going? Amanda, are you going? Am I delayed? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And Jessica, you're going to NYKO because you're taking meds on the plane, right? Are you coming to my house December 16th?
I have to work that weekend. I think I said yes though, but yeah, I probably can make it work.
Okay, I seriously need to know because she charges me per person. The more the merrier. I'll spend the damn money. I'm excited to spend the money. I just want to know who's coming so I can make sure I do this all right for her, and I need to respect her because this is her like legit business. So can you find out?
I said I was coming.
Okay.
So
perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And coming the 16th. Mindy. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. I know, Amanda. I'm sorry. You have gymnastics, right? No, there's never a perfect time for everyone, and I apologize. But I think that will be good. Yes, Andrea, you are. Okay. Anything else, you guys, that I need to go over? All right, so next Tuesday, here's the goal. Can we try to get somebody else on this call? Like, if all of us got one more person on the call, can we try? Yes? Okay. And really, really push Del Rey's morning Zooms. They are so valuable. 15 minutes of crazy knowledge bombs. This week's calls that she's done Monday and Tuesday are awesome, aren't they? They were so good. So good. All right. And then lastly, just remember, use the three-way call. I am here to Zoom, three-way call, anything you want, I'll do it. Okay? If you want to do a little virtual event, I don't care if it's with 3 or 4 people, I will do it. I don't care if you want to do a virtual event with your awesome happy product users as a thank you. This is Christmas time. Thank you for being a happy product user. I'm going to have my friend Krista jump on. She's going to share some healthy swaps for the holidays. I don't care. Let's do stuff to get people engaged. I am willing to do anything and everything to help you guys. Okay? Use me. Use me and abuse me, baby. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, what am I missing too? Yes, I know. They do watch the recording, so I'm sorry I didn't get to do that last week. But okay, I'm going to end the recording. I'm going to get off, and we're going to go to bed. Everyone have a great night. I love seeing all of your faces. So everyone, if you can show your face so I can wave to you. Jenna, Casey, can we see your face? Casey, you're always hiding. No one even knows who you are. Andrea, where are you? Andrea just looks perfect. Oh, there she is. Casey's still non-existent. It's fine, Casey. Not happening. Just so you know, Casey, we're a very non-judgmental group. We love everybody. Okay, have a really good night, you guys. Love you.